And girls and boys, just remember, let's not use the chat while people are presenting. Let's give them our full attention. So let me present this. Sorry, Lauren.
It's okay.
And let me screen share again. And okay, now we're, oh, Lana, can you, there we go. Thank you. All right, Lauren, whenever you're ready.
Can you go to the introduction, please?
Sure can. Okay.
The Capuchin monkey is a curious little monkey. I think it is so fascinating. Read on to see how I think it is fascinating. And then can you go to question? Okay. Questions I have about the Capuchin monkey. What do they eat? What sounds does it make? Where do they live? How much do they weigh? How long do they live? The Capuchin monkey habitat. The Capuchin monkey has many sounds. Listen to the video to hear the Capuchin monkey sounds. So if you want to play the video.
Sure. Oh, wow.
The Capuchin monkeys are usually dark brown with a cream or white coloring around their necks.
Sorry.
They reach a length of 30 to 56 centimeters. That's 12 to 22 inches. With tails that are just long as the body. On an average weight is 3 to 9 pounds. They live to 25 years old in their natural habitat. The existing range is not found, although they presume they live in Brazil and other parts of Latin America. They are usually in groups of 10 to 35 within the forest, although they can easily adopt to other places by humans.
Wow. Lauren, do you want me to go to the next slide?
Sure.
Okay. And then maybe read like the first half of it, and then we can stop for questions, okay?
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Capuchin monkeys have a good variety of food to eat. They eat mostly everything that they can find, like birds, eggs, honeycombs, and frogs. Yes, Capuchin monkeys eat raw food like vertebrates, eggs, frogs, and clams. In the morning, the water goes down and the clams are easy to find. Capuchin monkeys have 3 steps to opening a clam. To open a clam, first they rub the clam on the bark of a tree to loosen it. Then they hit the clam on the tree. Then it is ready to open.
All right.
And if you want to go to the glossary, because people might not know what some of the words are. Capuchin monkey is a type of monkey. Fascinating, extremely interesting. Vertebrates are small animals with backbones, and omnivores, a thing that eats everything.
All right. I like how you added that glossary in. Jaden, do you have a question or compliment for Lauren?
A question?
Yeah.
Are they meat eater or vegetarian?
They're both, because omnivores mean like they eat everything that they can find, like fruit, flowers, seeds, birds, eggs.
Cool. Holden.
Yeah. I just searched up where the animal lives, and Lauren was right where they live, Brazil and where the other place was.
Awesome. I have a question for you, Lauren. How did you choose this particular animal?
Like, So I was at my aunt's house and I was like, I want to do a monkey, but then I didn't know what types of monkeys there were. And then my aunt said they're cute, and then I'm like, I want to research cute animals.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's where I chose it.
That's great. And I think we all learned a lot about a kind of monkey that we were not very familiar with. So let's give Lauren a round of applause. Very nice. And I loved your expert voice. You were very prepared for that. I could tell you had practiced. All right. So up next, we have, let me check my schedule, Elena. So Elena, why don't you tell the class what you researched while I get ready to screen share? So Elena, whenever you're ready, you can unmute yourself and let the class know what you will be teaching them about.
So I'm gonna be teaching everybody about cheetahs.
All right, and then just let me know what slides you'd like me to go to.
The first one, the introduction.
Okay.
Do you want to know more information about cheetahs? If you do, this presentation is perfect for you. In this presentation, you will learn what the cheetah looks like, how the cheetah runs so fast, how cheetahs survive in the wild, and where cheetahs live. And then if you want, you can look at the book descriptions. What does the cheetah look like? The cheetah is the only big cat with solid spots. They also have stripes on their tail. The tail's long length gives them their balance. The cheetah's skin is a tan gold color. You can tell the cheetah's face apart from other big cats because of the extraordinary design on their face. The cheetah has a dark black line that curves from the corner of its eye to the corner of its mouth. It has long whiskers, just like a cat. How does a cheetah run so fast? A cheetah is made to be speedy. In 3 seconds, the cheetah can run from 0 to 60 miles per hour. The cheetah has semi-retractable claws, helping the cheetah get its high speed. Cheetahs also have long eyes for seeing their surroundings, large nostrils so more oxygen can get in, and huge leg muscles that expand fast to provide faster speed. Cheetahs' long legs, loose hips, and loose shoulder joints. Cheetahs have long legs, loose hips, and loose shoulder joints. Cheetahs also have a flexible spine, large heart, and large arteries. It also has huge lungs to help get more air. How does a cheetah survive in the wild? Just like humans, cheetahs survive by eating the right foods. Unlike most big cats, cheetahs hunt during the day. Cheetahs, like humans, need water to survive, although they can go 10 days without water because they get most of what they need from their food. They mostly hunt for different species of antelopes, like gazelles, reedbucks, impalas, and more. Where do cheetahs live? Cheetahs need to be in climate that has the food they eat, like gazelle and other antelopes. Cheetahs live in grasslands and dry forests. A cheetah sleeps in a high tree or in a shady spot. Cheetahs mark their territory so they can likely not interact with other animals, including other cheetahs. They will mostly mark their territory on trees or shady spots. Conclusion. Did you learn something new? I sure did. I learned that a cheetah can run from 0 to 60 miles per hour. And the cheetah is the only big cat that has solid spots. I also learned that the cheetah hunts during the day. They also mark their territory on trees. I hope you enjoy learning all about what the cheetah looks like, how it runs so fast, how the cheetah survives in the wild, and where cheetahs live.
Wow, very nice, Elena. And I see we've got some hands raised right away. What kinds of questions do we have? Nina, questions or compliments? Oh, Nina, let me unmute you. There we
I
go.
like how she in the conclusion she told the reader what she learned, and it was like she was actually talking to them.
Yes, it was a nice way to remind the reader, or the listener in this case, what they had learned. Thank you, Nina, for that compliment. Do we have any other questions or compliments for Elena?
It's
Lauren,
like Lauren.
I learned something else about cheetahs.
Mhm.
Like they're the fastest living like animal on Earth.
Yeah. Elena, I really love the pictures that you added into your report. I think it really, like they tied really well with the information you were teaching, and they were really cool to look at. So thank you. And let's give Elena a round of applause. Great job, Elena. And if you want to look at that report again, it will be on Google Classroom later today. Up next, we have Luke. So Luke, while I get your presentation ready, do you want to tell the class what you researched?
I researched rattlesnakes.
All right, and I am just about ready to screen share. So whenever you are ready, just tell me what you need me to do, or what slides you'd like me to go to.
Can you go to the introduction?
Sure. Oops, sorry. All right.
Watch your step. Did you know that rattlesnakes live right here in Michigan? In this presentation, we will discover where rattlesnakes live, what they eat, and we will also learn about the different types of rattlesnakes that exist and how they protect themselves. Can you flip to how do rattlesnakes protect themselves?
Sure. Okay.
Rattlesnakes are very good at protecting themselves. One of the ways they do this is by using camouflage to hide. If they are spotted by a predator, a rattlesnake will usually first try to slither away and hide. If they feel threatened, they will take on a strike pose. This is a defensive position where they coil and lift their heads up while shaking their rattle. A rattlesnake can only strike from a coiled position. If they continue to feel threatened, they are extremely startled. They will strike using their fangs to deliver venom.
Wow. Would you like me to go to another slide?
Can you go where they live?
Sure. Did we already pass that one, or is that, yes. Oh, there we go. Let me move your face so that people can see the whole screen. Okay, whenever you're ready.
Rattlesnakes live in many areas from southern Canada to South America. Most rattlesnake species prefer dry climates and live in the southwest United States and Mexico. The diamondback is an example of a rattlesnake that you would find in these areas. A small number of rattlesnakes prefer to live in the
Prairies?
and marshes of areas with cooler climates, and an example is the eastern Mississauga rattlesnake. This rattlesnake lives right here in Michigan.
All right. Luke, was there anything else you wanted to share, or were those the two pieces?
That's all I wanted to share.
All right. Well, I think all of us are going to be taking a closer look at the snakes we see out in nature after that report. And I see we have a couple people with questions. Jaden, what did you want to ask Luke?
I know how rattlesnakes got its name.
Uh-huh.
rattlesnake got its name because of the sound of its tail makes.
That
Yeah, it has a rattle on at the bottom of its tail.
all right. And Jessica.
I actually have something to share about rattlesnakes. My friend and my cousin Bob that lives in Texas, when I went there, I saw he had a big rattlesnake, a dead rattlesnake on his table.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
They're like everywhere.
Yeah. Do we have any other questions or anything? Oh, Jaden, do you have one more comment?
I know the biggest rattlesnake in the world, like, is the diamond rattlesnake.
Does
The
that sound right?
eastern or the western?
It's the largest rattlesnake.
Wow. Well, let's give Luke a round of applause. That was a really informative report. And I don't think Bianca was able to make it today, so we're going to go ahead and have Emma share. So Emma, if you want to tell the class what you were learning about and what animal you researched.
I learned about, I'm gonna research bunnies.
All right, and let me just get the screen up. And then just let me know what slides you would like me to flip to.
Can you go to the introduction?
Yep. All right.
Do you want to know a weird fact about bunnies? They eat their own poop. There are lots of cool things about bunnies. In this report, you will learn about the characteristics, lifespan, habitats, and predators of bunnies. All in all, you will learn a lot about bunnies. What are the characteristics of bunnies? I can teach you about the characteristics of bunnies. First, all bunnies have fur. They're born without fur, but it takes them 7 to 12 days to get their fur. Second, bunnies have long ears to help them listen when predators are coming. Third, they have eyes on the side of their heads, so they can see predators behind them. Last, they have long back legs to jump really high. Now you know the characteristics of bunnies.
That's a perfect graphic to go along with that.
Where do bunnies live? Bunnies live almost anywhere around the world. They can live in the woods, meadows, fields, deserts, and swamps. Some bunnies live in groups. Other bunnies like to live alone. Wherever they live, they try to hide from predators. They dig a hole underground to hide from creatures that could eat them. The holes are called burrows. This is a picture of a burrow. Bunnies hide in these burrows so predators don't see them. What is the lifespan of bunnies? I can teach you about the lifespan of bunnies. One thing I know is the lifespan is different for wild bunnies and domestic bunnies. Wild bunnies only live 1 to 2 years. Domestic bunnies can live up to 8 years. Domestic bunnies live longer because their owners take good care of them and protect them from predators. As you can see, I know a lot about the lifespan of bunnies. This is on the same slide, but we had to put it on a different page.
Oh, do you want me to share, keep that? We have about maybe like 30 more seconds. So do you want to share this or the chart?
I'll share this.
Okay.
What do bunnies eat and who eats them? Bunnies do not eat meat. They eat grass. They eat fruit, vegetables, hay, and grass. Bunnies also eat their own poop. It is actually healthy for them, but humans do not do that because it's gross. Bunnies have a lot of predators. Predators are animals that eat them. The predators are dogs, wolves, hawks, cats, and snakes. Bunnies are small and that's why they are prey. Predators are animals that prey
on others for food. Since bunnies are small, they have a lot of predators like hawks.
All right. Well, Emma, I love how in your introduction, you knew right away what fact was going to catch a kid's attention. Right away, the group chat started to light up with like, oh my gosh, you know, and it definitely captured your audience's attention. So why don't we get maybe any questions or compliments for Emma? Vedant, do you have a question? I see that thumb up, so I just wasn't quite sure. Jaden, do you have a question?
Like, I know there's some bunnies who fight. They stand up on their hind legs. They kick with like those bunny has is like gray. They don't go under the den. They just lay down. They when the grass is not like tall enough, they like dig a little bit and do it. So their fur blend in with the grass, so it's not easy to find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a camouflage. It's a way to help them survive, right, Emma? And then Lana, do you have a question for Emma? Yeah, Emma or Lana, why don't you go ahead and unmute yourself?
Why do the bunnies like do their? Never mind. I forgot what I was gonna ask.
Well, I have a question for you, Emma. Do you think a bunny would be a good pet or not or no?
Yeah,
Yeah, why do you say that?
because if they like to like snuggle with you and they're very soft.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, let's give Emma a round of applause. So wonderful job, Emma. I think we all loved looking at the pictures and hearing some fun information about that. And last today, girls and boys, we have Sanjay presenting. Sanjay, would you like to tell the class about the animal you researched?
So I'm researching about the green anaconda.
The green anaconda. So here we go, boys and girls. Final presentation for today.
Can you go to the third one?
Sure. Give me just a second. Okay. Sorry about that. So 1, 2.
Oh wait, next one. Just go one
Okay.
more.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
What animals do green anacondas eat? Who are its predators and what technique do they use to eat animals whole? Anacondas eat a variety of animals. Small snakes may take rodents, lizards, and fish, while adult snakes may take caimans, capybaras, fish, deers, wild pigs, and jaguars. Female anacondas sometimes eat males. Its predators are caimans and jaguars. Anacondas, like all boas, are non-venomous. Anacondas are powerful constrictors. They hunt for a variety of prey items, typically under the cover of darkness. Anacondas usually lurk in rivers near the banks, where the murky waters and their camouflaging colors conceal them, waiting for prey to come to drink. Then they attack. They restrain with their prey with their sharp, curved teeth and apply their constrictive killing technique. Once the prey is dead, anacondas swallow it whole. They have large, unfused ligament on each side of their mandibles and mobile joints on their jaws that allow them to open their jaws wide enough to get around the large prey. Their stretchy skin and lack of sternum allows their body to change shape to accumulate their dinner. After feeding, anacondas can go weeks or months without eating again.
What should I go to next?
Next, go to the next slide.
What type of animals are green anacondas? What are its behavioral habits? And what are some interesting facts about them? Green anacondas are reptiles. They are from the boa species. They are the largest and heaviest snakes in the world. Eunectes murinus is its scientific name, meaning good swimmer. Females are larger than the males. They are semi-aquatic snakes. They are from the Boidae family. They are stocky, muscular snakes that are thicker than other boas. They have thick necks and narrow but large heads. All anacondas have nostrils and eyes on the top of their heads, which allow them to see above the water while remaining mostly submerged. Anacondas are mostly active in early evening and at night, and their large size makes them cumbersome on land, but they can move swiftly in the water. They are solitary snakes, and green anacondas have their own home territories, but they are adaptable, and snakes that lived in grasslands sometimes bury themselves in mud and become dormant during the dry season. Can you go to the next slide?
Sure, and then that'll be the last one to share, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the life cycle of a green anaconda, and what is its conservation and endangerment status? Green anacondas can grow more than 29 feet long and weigh up to 550 pounds. During the time of pregnancy, females do not feed, possibly because hunting carries a risk of injury, which could harm the babies. They give 2 to 3 dozen live young. They eat any babies that die during birth for nutrition. Mothers do not care for their young, who instinctively know how to survive on their own. Baby snakes are about 2 feet long when they are born and almost immediately able to swim and hunt. Their lifespan in the wild is about 10 years. Currently, anacondas are not endangered, and their numbers appear to be more or less stable. The biggest threat is undoubtedly the loss of suitable habitat, as its tropical forests are felled for timber and agriculture.
Wow. A lot of interesting information there. And I know I was really surprised at how big the green anaconda can be. Let's see, do we have questions or compliments for Sanjay? Drew.
I have 3 compliments.
Okay.
I like how he used his expert voice and expert words and like wrote a lot per page. Like
Yeah, I agree. It was definitely very informative, and he did have an expert voice. Nice job with that, Sanjay.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right, Vidyan, do you want to share a question or a compliment?
I have a compliment for Sanjay. I like how you put like the scientific name and the meaning of the scientific name.
Thanks, Vidyan.
Yeah. Well, girls and boys, let's give Sanjay a round of applause. Excellent work with that. And I'm going to switch myself from speaker view to the class view. Just a couple things before we sign up today. Tomorrow's reports, girls and boys, are actually going to be later in the afternoon. So maybe set yourself a reminder. We only have 3 people who are scheduled to share. So we have Ethan, Ava, and Kun Young signed up to share tomorrow. And we'll start those at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So hopefully, I hope that we don't have a small group tomorrow because it's later in the day. Hopefully we can take, it'll probably only be like 15 or 20 minutes, and then you'll be able to go back to your day. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at Delta Kelly packing up our classroom. So what that means is I'm going to be emptying out book bins and trying to get everything organized for when you pick it up next week. If you know you have something in your cubby that belongs to you, but maybe doesn't have your name on it, if you could send me a message and I'll try to get that back to you. End of the year pack up might not be 100% sure, but I'll definitely try to do the very best that I can to get you your things.
Miss Schwartz.
Yes, Sanjay.
So before the quarantine started, we done let me borrow a book, and so it's in my book bin. So like
He told me all about it yesterday, so I know to move it from your book bin to.
Miss
Okay.
Miss George, I can't make it tomorrow because I have dance.
Oh, I understand. So hopefully, I'm sure there's people who couldn't make it today because they had something else going on. But I really do appreciate that we've had some pretty big groups showing up. I think that's really great. So, and that would be great. Yeah, Jaden.
Are you going to get our headphones back?
Yes, I will try to get those sorted.
Because that's my only headphone with the mic. I use it to talk with my friends while I play.
Yes. So hopefully all of those are labeled and I'll be able to put it in your bags with the rest of your school materials. If I find something that I know needs to be returned, but I don't know who it belongs to, I'll post a picture of it on our Google Classroom, and then hopefully someone can comment if they know who it belongs to. So just make sure you maybe check Google Classroom a little bit more than normal. So, anyways, it was great to see you. Thank you again to everyone who presented their reports. I will see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So have a great day, everyone.
Okay, bye.
bye.